Good day, everyone. My name is Glamour Joy S. Beria, and we're going to tackle about Vygotsky socio-cultural theories. First of all, who is Vygotsky? And his real name is Lev Vygotsky. He is a Russian psychologist born on November 17, 1896 in Orcha, Belarus, and he passed away at the young age of 37 on July 11, 1934. And he is best known for his contribution to developmental psychology, particularly to his socio-cultural theory of cognitive development, which emphasized the fundamental rule of social interaction in development. So, okay, when do we say socio, what does it mean, no? From the word socio, means we need to interact to other people, and cultural means social behavior of a particular group or society, belief, attitude, and language. So, by the way, Vygotsky and Piaget, where they developed their theories around the same time, contributing to the field of mental psychology. But Vygotsky first died. Okay, so Piaget believed development is natural when we grow old. Do you know Tarzan, who's the one live in the jungle and raised by the gorillas? And he didn't know how to speak, no? He adopted the natural way of communication like an animal. But that where Vygotsky that's where Vygotsky theory comes in, no? Because Vygotsky believed to develop cognition is we need to social interaction and social communication. And take note, guys, society is a big role in cognition of a person. Okay, so Vygotsky social theory. Vygotsky concluded that language developed primarily from social interaction. He argued that in supportive interactive environment, children are able to advance to higher level of knowledge and performance. Vygotsky referred to a metaphorical place in which children could do more than they would to be capable of doing independently as the zone of proximal development. Yes, zone of proximal development is one of his theory, no? One of the Vygotsky sociocultural theory is the zone of proximal development, which refers to the difference between what a learner can do independently and what they can achieve with guidance. So, for example, in social game, not the online games like Mobile Legends or Call of Duty, no, but the physical games because nowadays 2 to 6 years old already exposed in gadget. But in a physical game like Tumbang Preso, Luksong Baka, ano pa ba mga younger games natin like uh, Taguan, 'di ba? And that helps how we develop social interaction, how to follow rules. We're able to know how to lose, how to win, and how it feels of winning. And that's how we develop ourselves by social interaction. And while we are playing, we communicate and we develop social communication. And that's why society is a big role in cognition of a person that can learn independently. And the other, what can they achieve with the guidance is called scaffolding. No? Example, like the person or the kid, there's thing already know how to do it, but there's thing we know, but we much learn if we guided by someone have more knowledge to us, like teachers doing in the classroom, teaching us or guiding us is called scaffolding. So about the zone of proximal development because it highlights the potential for learning can be unlocked through appropriate support, suggesting that effective teaching should target this zone to facilitate cognitive growth. Okay. And the other theory of Vygotsky is the scaffolding sana, which means it involves providing temporary support to learners as they navigate tasks within their zone of proximal development. Vygotsky observed the importance of conversation that children have with adults and with other children, and so in this conversation, the origin of both language and thought, the conversation provides the child with scaffolding that is a kind of supportive structure that helps them make the most of the knowledge they have and also to acquire new knowledge. For example, a teacher might students through a complex problem, offering hints and feedback until they can solve similar problems on their own. They are guiding us so we develop and enhance our knowledge, social interaction, and social practices like communication. The one who more knowledgeable guiding us is called scaffolding. Yes. My insight in the topic, Vygotsky sociocultural theory is a fundamental framework in developmental psychology that emphasizes the vital role of social interaction and cultural language in cognitive development. It is primarily conducted in the early 20th century, has significantly influenced educational practices and our understanding of how children learn. Insights provide a valuable framework for educators and psychologists, emphasizing that learning is collaborative cultural process that occurs within social cultural. That's all. Thank you everyone for listening.